nasty, weird header. This little hole. Perfect. Little gappage, I can fill that. No problem. Nice. Now to go tiggy tig. Or Meg. Alright, well, I haven't sold the Hayashis yet, so I figured I would take another crack at them. I tried ordering lips. The cheapest I could find, 4.5 inch wide lips to make them into like almost 9 inch, 8 3/4. Would have cost me, by the time they were delivered to my door, about $1,000 for 4 outer lips. Yeah, I even went so far as getting quotes for these, filling out the paperwork, getting all the measurements exactly right, and yeah, it still kind of wasn't worth it in the end. I decided to go a different route, which I'll get back to at the end. I don't know, I can't really stomach that very much. I do think I can clean them up. So I removed all the hardware, and I'm basically gonna sandblast them and then machine them and polish them. The hardware is absolutely, it's in good shape, but there's so much just rust and corrosion, just sediment. But yeah, so I'm cleaning them out here in the old ultrasonic. This is the second batch of water, and it's still turning to toilet trash. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Trying to fix up the Hayashis. Maybe I'll only widen a pair, because I have a pair of 6.5s and a pair of 7s. So if I just widen the 6.5s to 8 or 8.5, then it's not too bad. And then later on I can widen the 7s to 9 something, 8.5, 9. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get you some footage of what I'm doing too. This is all like after work stuff. So yeah. In the meantime, I also ordered these dials from behind my wiper and light switches, as well as the spark plug ends for the MSD coil I have. Been trying to find dimensions for my Hoshinos, these guys, for a little while now. And so I figured I'd come downstairs and just measure them myself. So the rear barrel on these is pretty much almost always 4.25. And these are the 7s. And so this front barrel is 2.75. Now the other ones I have are 6.5s. And so the front barrel is 2.25. Rear barrel is always 4.25. But what I really want to know about these is the face dimensions, because this is the number that nobody seems to be able to, well, I mean, wheel guys don't want to give these out because they just want to sell you lips and stuff. Okay, so this inner face dimension is 305 millimeters. I know, I'm just holding it here just to kind of give you the idea of what I'm measuring here. 305. That's, you know, pretty close actually. So 305. And then this is the weird thing with these. The backside is also welded, and it's welded so flush. It's like you'll never be able to figure out what the actual size is. Okay, so it looks like from the center of this weld to the center of this weld, I don't know, you can't really see that, but there's like a weld right there. And so from the center of the weld to the center of the weld over here, that's 260. What's the offset on these? 5? Yeah, I guess 5. There you go. 14 by 7 plus 5. Okay, time to start phase 2 of refinishing these. Well, I've tried everything else. Now it's down to business. In the the end, I think this was a mistake. The sand was much too coarse, and I should have taped off the faces and lips completely and just sandblasted the recesses. It was just too aggressive, and it resulted in a lot of sanding and polishing later to get it back to being flat and smooth. This is my life now. Okay, it's the next day. I changed the water mixing several times, and the last time I put it in this bag so it wouldn't contaminate the main water. So yeah, God, it's been there for a long time. So let's see how dirty it is. Oh, good grief. That's insane. Ew. This was like the 4th time the water had been changed, I think. Gross. That's nasty. Ugh. I was trying my best here, but really after this I got a 150 grit sanding pad on a little die grinder and knocked everything down flat and then tried repolishing again. This wasn't the final polish here. So these were pretty rough wheels to start with. So just a little bit of media blasting, and then probably about as good as they're gonna get. I got some metal polish I'll put on there too, but gonna paint the centers, and yeah, that's about it. God, it takes a while to get from there to there, that's for sure. Here I wised up and I realized that I had a bunch of cardboard paper that I could just shove in the edge of the face to protect the lip rather than trying to tape off all the lips. So that was a big time saver. Unfortunately, due to my complete and utter lack of planning ahead, it turned out that I only had 3 aerosol cans of black paint that were all about 1/8 full. So I couldn't tip the can very far, otherwise it would just blow out propellant with no paint. So, you know, just chalk that up to something else dumb. pretty happy with how these turned out, but I'm still going to sell them. This is what I wanted to do with them, but the price was too much, and there is too many other options out there to pick from. One of those options being these Colin Project Tosco replicas. I don't know if they're replicas or if they're just remakes. I mean, they're licensed and the original wheels were just cast, and these wheels are just cast, but they're being sold in unoriginal sizes, so they have the reputation of being reps. But I found something else which was even cheaper than the Tosco remakes, which was original Watanabes in some nice sizing.